Seasick Steve, obviously he's coming on Friday, amazing.
Seasick Steve has caused quite a bit of interest. He's been an act we've been trying to get for quite a few years. I think he really suits the event.
Sugar Hill Gang on Saturday, who are famous for Rapper's Delight and bringing hip hop to America.
And the Happy Mondays on the Sunday have also caused quite a stir.
And then we've got Hasty Dixie, who do kind of hillbilly rock and roll covers of AC/DC and that kind of thing. They're brilliant. They've been here before. Got Ferocious Dog as well, Goldie Looking Chain. Obviously everyone knows them. Delta Heavy for the drum and bass heads. We've got DJ Hazard as well, which is going to be amazing. We've got the Correspondents coming back, who are always brilliant here.
And it's going to be nice weather.
It started 19 years ago. It was a barbecue. All the stories are true. We wanted to put a band on that my dad liked. And everyone had a great time, and we were jokingly calling it Nozstock and decided we'd have another barbecue next year and invite a few more people. And then the next year there was a few more bands, and I think the year after that there was a bar, then there was food, then there was another stage, then we decided why not a cinema. And it was a good 8 or 9 years before we realised, oh, this is actually a festival. And I remember walking out of the house and there were about 1,000 people on the lawn. We kind of realised what we'd done by mistake and didn't want to stop, so got a licence and started really advertising that we were a festival, and here we are. We have about 4 weeks after the festival to take everything down and clear the site up, and then we have maybe 2 or 3 weeks off, and then you start booking for next year. I think a small festival has something special. It feels more intimate, it feels more friendly, and that's a big plus. And I think there's a lot going on for a small festival as well. It's not just 2 marquees in a field. There's a lot to see, there's a lot of decoration, there's a lot of variety of music, and so that means you're getting all sorts of different people. So I think that's quite special about Nozstock, because you can meet someone that is a massive fan of hip hop and then someone that just wants to come and have a cider and listen to some folk, and they still find something to enjoy here.
This is our volcano that's going to be giving birth to the ginger persuasion amongst us. The lava's going to run down into our pirate ship, pass down the sea's obviously gone into lava as well.
So this is essentially a chill out space for the ginger head?
Yes.
Exclusively the ginger head?
No, not exclusively, but it's in the shade to help us out.
The theme is keeping it surreal. So essentially anything goes. We're thinking of the surrealist artists, some accents and that kind of thing, but mostly just anything a bit nuts and a bit like, did I just see that? That's what this year is all about. I think there's going to be a lot of people with odd heads, you know, like suits and a fish head on or something. It'd be nice to see some people dressed up as people in surreal paintings. To be honest, I'm always incredibly impressed by people's dress up. For dinosaurs a few years ago, I thought, yeah, you might get a couple of Fred Flintstones, but people who came as dinosaurs and stuff, it was like, wow, I am seriously impressed. We've got 11 stages, one of which is brand new, Elephant's Grave, which I think actually all the crew are really excited about, because reggae area and house area is something that we've wanted at Nozstock for quite a long time, house especially. So reggae by day, house by night.
The White House you can see across the field, just in the next field to it. In 1942, a woman called Miss Chapman moved there, who used to run Chapman Circus, which is quite a well-known circus in the UK, and actually kept elephants and other circus animals in his field. In various locations around here, there's elephants buried, and in fact Lewis's who got the farm now have actually dug up a couple of elephants. We don't actually know where they're buried, but it's in the vicinity.
And then we've got more family stages. We've got the Bantam of the Opera, which is theatre and comedy. We've got the Bandstand, which is kind of anything diverse, experimental. We've got a couple of sound art takeovers and a jazz takeover happening there this year. It should be really nice actually. A Sunday off jazz afternoon. We've got the Cabinet of Lost Secrets as well, which is funk and anything weird. You can even go and get your beard trimmed there. Walkabout and poetry, and there's absolutely loads going on. Just bang it on there for now, because I think it'll have to go around to decor. Yeah, dangerous goods. Yeah, spray paints.
What's that for?
Spray paints for the decor area. They're doing Corex signs with the line up for around the roundabouts and stuff. and we've been waiting for those spray paints for some time.
I
Thank
think
you
so,
very
I
much.
know the surname.
You know, we'll see you again tomorrow.
Yes, have a lovely weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
There should be something for everybody at a festival, you know, and I'm really proud of the fact that you could bring your nan and you could both really enjoy it to an equal degree. You might be at different stages and you might have a completely different experience, but you still love it, you know, in different ways and for different reasons. This is the coppice, and as you can see, it is just a coppice of trees, but over the weekend it becomes the coppice Tribe of Frogs area, which is very psychedelic. There's a lot of UV, there's a lot of UV butterflies, there's a lot of lights, and of course the sofa stack behind you becomes a stage, so it's quite hard to envisage when you come to the site and it's not festival time. It is quite different, but yes, they do an amazing job of decorating here actually, and it is really unique to be able to be dancing amongst the trees. It's quite, yeah, it's special.
I like farming, you know, it's in my blood. That's what I am really. We know we're festivals by chance, isn't it? So
He could never give up his cows because he loves his cows and his Nuffield just as much as he loves his drum and bass.
the festival has taken priority. So really it has changed where the festivals become more my job and the farming's become more my hobby really. Farming's easier, a lot.
I had a woman not that long ago, a couple of months ago, who was in her 50s, who said that she really loved some of the music that we'd put on, but you know, she shouldn't come, should she, because it wasn't for her, it was for her granddaughter. And I was saying it's for both of you. You might go to different stages and you might do different things at the festival, but you can still both really, really enjoy yourself. Otherwise it isn't a festival that we would want to run. You see the same people as you're walking around the site, so you start saying hello and smiling at people, and I think that friendly feeling that you get is really quite special and unique to Nozstock. You either get it and you love it, or you don't get it at all, but it's not going to change. That's the way it is.